I used to be like you. Every day at night, I used to be scrolling on TikToks. I used to be listening to those peak musics. I used to be like you right now. I know that's what you do every night. You just scroll aimlessly. You know that you need to sleep. When it strikes 12 o'clock, I know you're still on your phone. You're still scrolling. Even when you're thinking, oh, I need to be waking up early tomorrow. Even when you know that your sleep is messed up. Even when you know that the next day won't be the same if you don't sleep right now. You still continue to scroll. And I understand it. It's hard. I used to be like this. I used to sleep at 1 a.m. every day because I just used to be scrolling. I knew from 11 o'clock that I had to be in bed, but I never fell asleep anywhere near 11. I used to always sleep at 1 because I used to just be scrolling. It used to be so fun, just aimlessly. No worries in the world. Well, there were worries, but just in the back of your head. You had just shoved them to the back, not having your priorities in check, not knowing that the most important thing for you to do right now was to sleep. And yet, you still just was on your phone, scrolling TikToks, scrolling Instagram, watching these random videos. And you know, when you wake up, you have that slight headache. And it's obvious. You know, you feel a bit groggy in the morning. When you stand up, you can't even stand up straight. Your legs are wobbling a bit because you haven't rested your body properly. And then when you go to the toilet, you're just wishing to go back to sleep. And you even manage to mask it sometimes with coffee. But you never fix the root cause, which is your sleeping. And this will continue on the entire day. The root cause is your sleep. So start sleeping earlier. And the thing is, it may not even seem that bad. But you know that your work gets impacted. I remember when I used to do that. The next day when I was trying to do the work, my mind would never be able to focus. My mind would be wandering around everywhere. It would be thinking about how good the night time is going to be when I'm going to go back to sleep. And guess what? The cycle keeps on repeating. It keeps on repeating. And you know this. When you're in bed at 11 o'clock, but your hand reaches for your phone again, going on TikTok by instinct, you just coping, saying it's one more video, just one more scroll. But you know that you're never going to sleep until 1 a.m. ever again because you keep doing it. You're addicted right now. But you need to fix this. Your work takes a toll. Everything takes a toll. Your health takes a toll. The workouts take a toll. And you've seen the real effects of this, not just by the work that you do, not just by the shitty workouts that you have, but when you were in school, when you used to zone out, just like that as well. It's been constantly happening. Ever since you were young, you've done this. You've been sleeping late, waking up early, your brain just not getting enough sleep. Your mind not resting properly, your body not resting properly, and then you expect to have six packs. Then you expect to have all these muscles. That's never going to happen if you don't rest. Look at Ronaldo. He literally sleeps so much. And no wonder he's the best footballer, even at his old age. So why don't you rest? Do you think you're better than him? Do you think you don't need it, even though it's not reflective of the work that you produce? Start sleeping early.
I know you'll probably relate to this. Everywhere you look around, all you just see is this hustle culture being promoted. Everyone is saying sleep less, do more work, do more work. It's more productive if you sleep less, do more work. Sacrifice your sleep, sacrifice your sleep. Everyone is saying it. They're saying if you sleep less, you get more productive work. And it seems reasonable. It seems understandable. It actually seems like it's worth it. Because they explain it in a way where they say, or if you sleep 1 hour less than the guy who sleeps 8 hours, then imagine it over an entire year, you have 1 hour ahead of that guy every single day of the year. Isn't that such a big advantage? What they don't take into account is the fact that sleep has a positive ROI for everything. It makes your work more deep. Like right now, if you sleep less than 8 hours, your work is going to take a toll. It's going to be like 50% work. When the other guy's sleeping 8 hours, he's going to be having 100% deep work. He's going to be fully locked in, fully focused when he's doing his deep work. He's not going to be zoning out like you. He's not going to be losing his focus because he's actually slept his 8 hours. And that's the reason why he doesn't burn out and why you burn out. Because if you sleep 8 hours, you get the rest you need. and your body doesn't burn out. You don't feel burnout. I remember doing 16-hour days. I used to sleep at like 5 a.m. in the morning. My sleep schedule was so messed up. And I used to feel like I was so productive doing these work bender days where I'm doing so much work. You feel so productive. It feels so nice that you're doing this productive work. But then your hormones tank. Everything in your life tanks. The days just pass by. And everything just takes a toll. You don't gain muscle, your hormones take a tank, and you just feel constantly low energy, unmotivated. You lose your drive, your passion, your purpose to do the work. Because you sleep less. And you just constantly fight to keep your eyes open. You're trying to keep your eyes open the entire day. And coffee can help you if you use it correctly. But you're just abusing coffee. And that's the reason why it tanks your hormones. Because you're abusing it. You're meant to use it in a balanced way to help you. Use it almost as a supplement so that you be more productive. And these workbender days, they feel so nice to do. Like imagine sitting at your laptop for 16 hours, you're pulling an all-nighter, 3 days in a row. Wouldn't that feel so amazing? But then straight after you just feel low energy, you're tired and you need to sleep and you're burnt out. And then over the rest of the week you just skip your work. That's going to be way less work than the guy who just slept 8 hours and he did his deep work every day. He's going to have so much more productive output. Even though it seems like he's done less work, he's actually focused and done his work properly, unlike you, who's just lost his focus and is just looking around in the middle of his work, but he still counts it towards his deep work. You need to be fully focused when you do your work, and you can't do that with low sleep. And because you're in the gym, you're trying to get bigger, you're trying to gain more muscle, and you don't want to gain fat. If you sleep less, you gain more fat. Less of that energy goes towards your muscles. And the bad thing is, when you're low on sleep, you don't even realize it. Have you seen them guys who say, yeah, I sleep 6 hours, I sleep 5 hours, I feel fine, I feel perfectly fine, I feel amazing on 5 hours. Look at them. Actually look at them. Look how tired they look. Look at the dark under eyes. Their skinny physiques. They're fat. Because when you don't sleep enough, you get more fat. Your body stores more fat. And you don't gain as much muscle. That's the reason you feel so. That's why your strength's not going up. You want to get bigger in the gym. But that's why you're not getting bigger. Because you're not sleeping enough. That's where your recovery is. The workout doesn't matter. Your sleep matters more. Because that's when you recover. That's when your muscles build and repair the tears that you have done in the workout. But the thing is, when you're low on sleep, like these guys who say they sleep 5 hours a day and they feel amazing, the thing is your body adapts to it. You feel amazing because your body just shuts off the feeling where you feel like you need more sleep. Your body gets used to it. That's what happened to me when I was so low on sleep. And I didn't realize that I needed more sleep. I thought I was doing fine. And I was feeling perfectly fine. But then after I actually slept a full 8 hours, I felt like a completely new person. I was talking to everyone. My energy was so high. Because before this I was just so low energy. But I didn't even realize it. Straight after I'm so high energy, I'm talking to everyone. I feel amazing. I feel so purposeful, so driven. And my hormones, my testosterone goes up. My lifts go up. My muscle gets bigger. I finally got through all these strength plateaus that I had, these muscle plateaus. And my work started getting better. I started doing more deep work. My work was more productive. It was less shallow. Because all this time it was just shallow work.
Think about children. Do you see them? They're always playful. They're always joking around. Look at them. They're always full of energy. They're always happy. Think back to your childhood. Were you ever depressed? Were you ever out of energy? No, because you recovered so quickly. And the reason you recovered so quickly was because you slept so long. You slept almost the entire day. Look how long you slept. You slept for so long. And no wonder you're so full of energy. No wonder you're so happy with yourself. No wonder everything seemed like it was falling into place. And look at you now. You've grown up. You think, I'm not a child anymore. Why do I need to sleep this many hours? You think that, but that's propaganda. You need that kind of sleep. That's why you're not feeling as happy as you used to. That's why you're not as full of energy as you used to. So when you start sleeping again, your mood is just going to be better. You're going to want to speak to everyone. You're going to want to be happier. You're going to be happier. You're going to be more driven. You're going to be more focused. So that means your work is going to be more productive. Your weightlifting journey is going to be better. Your sleeping is going to be better. Your recovery is going to be better. You're going to be in a happier mood. You're going to be more talkative to everyone. You're going to be so full of energy. Look at all these benefits. And that's not even taking into account all the cardiovascular conditions, all these diseases that are prevented by sleeping. So why don't you sleep more? Is that TikTok worth your health? Is that TikTok worth your mood, your energy, your passion? Think again.
Because you sacrifice your sleep for anything. A night out with your boys, you sacrifice it. Pull an all-nighter for anything. It doesn't matter going out to eat junk food, which will make you fat. You still just sacrifice sleep. You think it doesn't matter. Oh, I really want to watch this movie. It doesn't matter, my sleep. I'll sacrifice it. I don't care. But the sleep is what's making you have this drive to become better. It's where you recover. Because if you don't even sleep 6 hours, your immune system takes a huge hit and you're so susceptible to all these diseases around you. And if you get ill, this is gonna regress your journey even more. So when you thought you were being so productive, you getting ill would make you regress, and you would go further back than that guy who just got 8 hours of sleep. Because the guy who got 8 hours of sleep, he didn't have to go back. He just kept moving forward every single day. And he just kept that momentum. But you lost your momentum because you got ill because you didn't sleep enough.
And this is different for everyone, but sleep at least 8 hours. If you're going gym, you're working really hard, sleep even more. And boys, if you have any more topics for us to discuss, leave it in the comments. If you have any more questions, leave in the comments. We'll get to you. We'll reply to every comment.
And if you want us to personally help you, DM us on Instagram. We can help you get after your dreams every single day while still being healthy, while still feeling amazing and enjoying the fruits of life. And then you can enjoy the fruits of your labor as well. You can have the physique and you have the money. And you can be productive and have high testosterone, have your hormones in check. Everything will be amazing. Everything will be perfect. Your health won't be sacrificed. And you still get to do the work. You still get after your dreams and you still will achieve your dreams.
Boys, like and subscribe.